right? Good evening, folks. Good evening. Good evening, friends. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I am here. I am on time. I tried to make sure I was on time and that I wasn't, passing out on the time that's happening. Good evening to everyone. I just have to say right now, before I get into it. Every night I see Kai in my dreams. Since I met him from the start, I'm so glad he is the only one in my heart. Don't waste your time. The doggone baby's mine. He's mine. The baby's mine. Mine, mine. The baby's mine. Welcome to folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit the like button right now. We're going to have a conversation this evening. You understand? Everybody want this baby. Good evening to all members of the channel. Thank you very much for keep supporting the channel. Good evening to all moderators of the channel. Thank you for keeping the chat clean, ensuring that the entertainment is fun and that it is always engaging, that I'm making sure I'm engaging with the people on the channel and that we're all engaging together in decency and that we're not being, violent or crude or rude or whatever else the deal is, right? And give thanks to those who come in and just to tune in for tuning's sake. Hey, we don't mind. You know what I mean? We love the company. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit the like button. Let me ask y'all a question right now. Did you hit the like button? If you're not hit the like button yet, don't bother say yes. Please. Hit it first, then you say yes. Now, there is a lot for us to discuss. I'm going to start at Mike first because I think Mike have a lesson for us. And today is one of those days that, like I said before, I've come off of Melissa's train, right? I've come off of Melissa's train. I think I'm more now on the fact that Mike is really an idiot at this point. I think more than anything else, that's where my head is at. But I could be wrong. I'm sure I'm going to have some contrarian views today telling me how different they see all of this and that they see it as business. All of a sudden, this has become business, right? It's making it seem as though these people have been the best at business, and so all of a sudden, they have become good at business. But let's get into it nonetheless. So, Mike has decided that, you know what? Him can't do without Melissa. Some way, somehow, just like what's her name? Momo, apparently, him can't do without Melissa. Some way, somehow, he cannot do without her. So him have to call her.
How's your business going?
It's going good. I've been having a lot of clients. I've been busy.
That is a lie. The lie determines no. The lie detector test determines that's a lie. That is an absolute lie. Melissa says she's been busy. Melissa says she has been busy. And me think say I lie that. Melissa says she has been busy. Has Melissa been busy? Let's answer some questions here. So before we get into it, it's not about Melissa today, but let me just ask you. Has Melissa been busy? Melissa is saying on here that she has been busy. And the lie detector determined that that's a lie. Melissa has not been busy. That is a lie. Me know that it's a lie from the pit of hell. Me know it's a lie. Me know it's a lie.
Your relationship with Latasha, have you slept with another woman? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That's a lie. We know it's a lie. So let's dig further into it. Let's keep going. Let's run.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, my business offer shouldn't interfere with that. Basically, the car wash it's really been doing good, and if I'm just being transparent, being honest, and being real, regardless of how you feel about me, I gotta give you the credit because your idea of me, hitting up D and going for the streets and all that, it's pretty much what it is. I mean, he came in and changed the food in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It comes from you. If I'm just being honest.
So he's saying that the car wash is doing great. All of a sudden, and I'm smelling bass again. The lie determined.
Lie.
Come again.
That was a lie.
Let me just go again, because the lie detector determines that was a lie too.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Was that a lie? Is Mike's car wash doing well? Mike is saying the car wash doing well. Let me ask y'all a question. Is the car wash doing well? Mike is saying the car wash is doing well. Is the car wash doing well? Is it doing well, David? You're sure? One little day and people come in and it's doing good? if y'all say O'Neal is wrong, fine. All of a sudden, one little day of people in the store, and David said the car wash is doing good. Hold on, Nanya, I'm about to put in your comment, Nanya. Come and see your comment. Me see your comment. Nanya says we've always told our exes we've been busy. We have to tell them that because we don't want them to get the ideas. David said the car wash is doing good. Is this a lie, yes or no? Want to say the car wash are do good. If y'all say something, I'm going to take it. Oh, I rescind. Okay, fine. People are going to say, O'Neal, the car wash are do good. People are going to say the car wash is doing good. Nanya says, and I'm going to get to this comment, Nanya, but Nanya says he should have just gave her a consultant fee for the worksheet she had already did and left it alone. Nanya, I'll get into this now because say you and me they're on the same page with all of this. I think this was a waste of time. I don't know how he does these things, but Mike does these things. Anyways, let's keep progressing.
I just wanted to extend the opportunity for you to come be a partner in what we got going on. Since you are the reason why we where we at. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what does being a partner consist of?
Well, I would give you 5% of the company. I've already spoken to D. So it'd be 5% of my percentage. And basically, what you already did, kind of help with the promotion, with the marketing, helping out with.
So Mike is just giving 5% away. This is where Nanya has said he should have just gave her a consultant fee. So let me ask y'all the question. Should Mike have given her a consultant fee? Should Mike just gave her a consultant fee? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about business here. So black people business. Let's talk about it. White people talk about their business. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. More some comments. Should Mike have just given her a consultant fee? Nanya, 110% me believe you. I'm on your side. I think that this was too much. I've seen people get a buyout before. This should have been a buyout. This should not have been a percentage thing. All of a sudden, he's saying the car wash is at where it's at because of Melissa. I don't think so. Not because of one idea. It's not because of you. You're just an idea. But it doesn't mean that you're... And if an idea is not executed, then you can't make no money. So you can't say Melissa is the reason why the car wash is where it's at. Execution caused these. Why does people feel the need to continue helping her? I don't know. She has a magnetic personality to help her. I don't know. She told him that she would like to work remotely, but no, not Mike. He doesn't want all the 100% of the time. He doesn't want that 100% of the time. So I'm just showing you where this is going. Let's talk about this. Tyrann, years, a month, or two. Let's see. All of a sudden, them say the car wash are the good, but y'all say no. Mike, foolish Mike, is still in love. He's still in love. It is obvious that he's still in love. This is ludicrous. This is extremely ludicrous. But let's see. He's rewarding her after she caused him to lose a business. Me not understand how him do it. I don't understand how you just give people 5%. That means if I give Mike an idea, he's going to give me 5%. You know how much 5% you'd give out? If what Mike is saying is true business sense, then you would never own any part of your business because people give ideas all the time. Customers give ideas. People who work with you give ideas. Everyone gives ideas. So if I was to give 5% to everybody, that came by, this is crazy. She owes him for the clothing store and school. David, thank you very much. I don't understand how he found that she needed this 5% here, so. But I think they're using Mike to show us bad business practice. And this is why O'Neill is betting against his business. I am betting against the car wash. I'm betting against the car. Is O'Neill wrong for betting against? Come on, guys. Is O'Neill wrong? Is O'Neill wrong for betting against Mike's car wash? Is O'Neill wrong? Is O'Neill wrong for betting against the car wash? Is O'Neill wrong? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Am I wrong for betting against the car wash? May I bet against the car wash? May I bet against the car wash? I'm betting against the car wash right now. I am betting against this car wash. Am I wrong for betting? May I tell you why I bet against the car wash? Because of the illogical business sense of Mike. That's why I'm betting against the car wash right now.
I'm a baseball dad.
That's why I'm betting against the car wash right now. May I bet just because of that. This is why I'm betting against the car wash. It's not because I'm a hater. Not because I'm a hater, but David said don't bet against the car wash. Well, David, this is how I bet against the car wash. This is how I'm betting against the car wash right now. I'm putting my bet long time. They're in the marks. They're off. Off and running they go. Looks like they're looking out towards the right side. Melissa seems to be doing the best that she possibly can. Mike seems to be working with the car wash. She has lost the business. Melissa has not done well by the time that she's been doing what she's been doing. She's now involved Momo into the business as well. But it looks like it's going to be a cracker down to the line. And the race has been won. It looks like Melissa just lost the entire race in itself. As we come around to the turn, moving around toward the fire. Here comes Melissa again, trying to cost Mike another business. And O'Neill is betting against the mere fact that he's about to lose this business. It looks to me like we're about to have a cracker here. Mike has gotten a lot of chances. Melissa continues to give away the pum pum. Things seems to be riding here in Skitland. They've been riding and riding as much as Shayla. It's coming around towards the turn. It looks like it's going to be a hell of an ending. Just watch how this is going to play out. We're giving Mike until December to make it down towards the finish line. It looks like he's about to lose this one. He's on the right side, and Melissa looks like she's planning on just taking 5% and 10% and 20% and 30%. All percentages are gone. Where are my people this evening? David, you are a businessman. You are a businessman. You know how this works. There are too many people involved for it to fail. That's why it's going to fail. Too much rat never dig a good hole. Too much people. Too many cooks in the kitchen, David. Too much cooking in the kitchen. Mike screwed up Rafi's money. So it didn't affect him and he didn't care because he should have gone into Melissa's place. Offering Melissa any position within her business is ridiculous as she's a quitter. The woman is a quitter. This is not Dee's first business. I'm going to be able to say this is Dee's first business. Now you think Mike is still in love? We throw him in love. He must be in love to give 5%. He must be in love to give 5%. When Melissa sees Momo there, she will walk out again. Exactly, Sherma. She will walk out again. Just watch what's going on. Just watch what's going on. I'm telling you right now. It is insane to give a percentage of a business for consulting. All Melissa is doing is giving her opinion on what will market the business. It should be only a fee at best. Thank you, Ocean Baby. She shouldn't be getting no percentage of it. All she's been doing is getting. You have marketing managers in businesses. They're just marketing manager, or they're marketers. I didn't know that marketing managers get percentages in business. But this is Mike. This is Mike for in a nutshell. Anyway, let's progress.
Different ways to be innovative with the car wash. So, you know what I'm saying?
So that means it's still just a marketing thing. Like I could be remote. I don't have to be in nobody's car wash.
I mean, you could. I mean, yes, yeah, it could be remote, but you have to come for like special occasions, like if you got special events or meetings and stuff like that. But as far as yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, well maybe in about a week or so, I could probably stop up there.
Okay.
Maybe next week or the week after.
So she's dictating listen, she's already dictating the terms to which she's going to be coming to work. Rico DIY. Rico DIY's channel is working, guys. Rico DIY, big up yourself on your channel. Big up yourself. We see it. I just posted it just now. Just to know that you're around and you're doing big things. Listen to my man. So, Mike is running a puppy show business. Exactly what he's running. A puppy show business. This is supposed to be the businessman. But okay, you know what? Don't worry yourself. Because people will say, O'Neal, you're hating. People will say, O'Neal, you're hating. You know, people are going to say, O'Neal, you are a hater. I'm going to say, you know what, guys? I love when they prove me right. I love when the skits prove me right. And sometimes they prove me wrong, but sometimes they prove me right. I want y'all to watch this encounter.
I talked to Mike, and
you ain't getting back with Mike, are you?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not getting back with Mike.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're going back into business together.
At the store?
No, not at the store, at the car wash.
The car wash. The car wash making some money?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
You hear that? The only reason... Okay, so in other words, Hollywood doesn't really care about Mike's car wash unless it's making money. So that means if the car wash starts to fail, she will direct Melissa away from the car wash. I'm showing you why the business are failing now. David, I'm showing you why the business have issues. Because not everybody must be in business with you. Giving Melissa a percentage of your business when she is unsteady, when she is mercurial, because that's what I'm going to describe her as, mercurial. Melissa is mercurial. Giving Melissa a part of your business when she's mercurial. 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 Here it is right here, son. Let me use the term for you. Mercurial. It was given to me by a mentor where he called one of the band members of the band Mercurial. And it never left me. A person or subject of sudden and unpredictable changes of mood or mind. Mercurial. In other words, they represent the element mercury. If you know about the element mercury, it changes. It can go from 0 degrees to 100 degrees real quick and back to 0 degrees. Mercurial. The chick is mercurial. She one day she good and the next day she's not good and her head take her and she gone. She has no level of accountability or loyalty to anything. She is loyalty to pockets. Mike is just ungrateful as Melissa. He did not appreciate his brother's money. Of course, that's why I want the business to fail. This is why I want Mike's business to fail. Because he needs to learn the lesson. Mike needs a lesson in Skitland. Michelle, you're 100% correct. Both Mike and Dee are clowns. Clowns in their own right. Mercurial. That is the term I'm going to use to describe Melissa. When you say a person acting who you know say can go from 0 to 100 real quick and go back to the next place. You call them Mercurial. This is the type of behavior Melissa has exhibited. This is who she is. You can't go in a business with Mercurial people because them can't tame and you're never going to satisfy them. This is why I said this is a bad idea.
Yes. Okay.
So long story short, I helped build it up with whatever marketing idea I gave him, and he listened. So now it's doing good, and he's offering me 5% to be a partner. So I figured that'd be cool, and it ain't like I gotta be there all day. It's just remote, so only like special occasions I gotta go.
You think that's cool? I mean, you stopped working at the store. Now you gonna take him up on an offer to go work for the car wash, like doing other stuff. Like,
I mean,
like
you know, said,
he just trying to reel you in.
You hear that? So so it's like this. It's like this. As long as Melissa is living under Hollywood's roof, she's not great as a business partner. And David, this is why I am against her joining the business, because this is why I said the business is going to fail. Because Mike is going to infect. He's going to infect the business with that. I'm about to infect the business. That's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to infect them going to infect the business. That's literally what it is. That is literally what it is. They are going to infect the business. That's what they're going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. They are going to infect the business. They will infect the business. For those who are asking about Rico DIY's channel, Rico DIY's channel is right here. She has a channel about doing it yourself. For those who are asking, public service announcement, this is her channel right here. This is Rico DIY's channel. For those who are asking, if you want no assistance with doing things yourself, she have a channel. Here is her channel. She show you a couple things that you can get done. This is it, correct? Rico DIY, I think this is it. There it is. You see people ask, what is Rico DIY's channel? There it is. They're going to infect the business. Anyway, let's move on.
You know, he's charming and all of that, but I mean, he's just trying to reel you in and keep you around, give you something for you to stay around, stick around. He's probably going to be professional for the first couple of weeks or whatever. Then after that, you're going to be pregnant sisters with Sonny, having a baby.
How did you say that?
I know how to say no.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you still want to be with Mike? Do you?
I don't want to be with him. I don't. I'm over
sure?
it. I don't want to be with him. I know how to say no. I'm not stupid. Like I said, I'm barely going to be there. Only on special events and occasions.
You know how hard that's going to be, right? If you still have feelings for him after this breakup and all of that, everything y'all been through, working around him, being around him all the time, even if you ain't around him all the time, you still got to talk to him all the time and keep a connection with him. You don't think that's going to be hard for you?
I don't think it's going to be hard. That's not where I'm at. I'm going for the money. We earn that much. Like, that's the least he could do.
It's just a partnership for business.
All right, Melissa. I love you.
Okay, I love you too. Y'all act like y'all don't got no faith in me.
No one has faith in her. Why would we have faith in a Melissa? Let me ask y'all the question. Maybe it's just O'Neill and I'm being a hater. Congratulations, Rico DIY. Do you have any faith in Melissa? We're giving Melissa too much credit. Melissa is infectious. She can infect things. The problem is this, David. The problem is that Mike doesn't know how to control his head, and he will allow women to drag him into different emotional places. That's the problem. That's the problem with the entire thing. No. Could D be, assist him? Could. Well, you've seen Mike. You see how Mike roll already. You see how Mike roll. I'm not saying nothing, out of the ordinary, I'm not saying. Ashley don't like her voice. Ashley said her voice annoying. Angela said, Hollywood need to shut up. Hood rat and ghetto mentality. That's exactly what it is. Hood rat and ghetto mentality. The problem is that Mike is emotional. And that you don't understand, David. That's a problem, But Dominic won't let that happen. So you're saying Dominic is going to balance him out. You're saying that Dominic is going to balance him out. That's what you're saying. So Dominic will save the day. So she'll go from villain to hero. Dominic will always save the day. That's what you're saying. This is what you're saying. That Dominic will always save the day. Rico DIY says, I would never put her back in any business. And by the way, if you guys just joining us, Rico DIY has a channel that she's doing a bunch of things on. Please check it out. Mike still wants to be in proximity with Melissa. He misses her body, missed the pum pum. Maybe the question is, does Melissa have the needle eye? If Melissa has the needle eye, please put up a needles in the chat. If Melissa has the needle eye for Mike, put needle in the chat. Maybe we don't know. Maybe she have the glimity and the glamity. Maybe Melissa has the glimity, glamity. Maybe she has the glimity and the glamity. Needle eye. This is what she up. When men go for go want the needle eye, this is exactly what happened. The needle eye. When women have the needle eye, maybe she have the needle eye. Maybe she has the needle eye right here. So this is it. Women, when you have the needle eye, the man going to stay around. He's going to come back. In case y'all don't really realize. Lord gosh, David, what you say? David said, I wouldn't put her back in the business, right? I wouldn't put her back in the business. Mike ruined the business, not Melissa. Why didn't he find someone to replace her? She left for emotional reasons, but the business was still there. David, that makes sense, and I agree with you that there's a part of it that Mike shares the blame of. But we're now saying putting her back into the next business. It's obvious he can't manage it. Because she have the needle eye, and what's going to happen now is she'll go get back in. She has the needle eye. Mike is going to be treading the needle again. Mike will be threading this needle again. Will Mike be threading her needle again? That's the question. This is the question to be answered. Will Mike be threading her needle again? Yes or no? Yes or no? Will Mike be threading the needle again? That's what Mike is looking for. Somebody said Mike dry right now. Somebody said Mike was dry. Somebody commented last night and them said Mike is under pressure. The people that say Mike under pressure right now, them say Mike dry and he hasn't had any in a long time. His back is caked up. I may hear say Mike back up like the traffic that's on the highway. We hear that Mike is backed up. The snake not walking. The snake is not walking. The snake is not walking and Mike is backed up. This is how my ears say Mike back up like traffic. Is Mike backed up? Somebody say Mike has been backed up and the snake is not walking. The snake now walk and them say Mike is backed up. So we know he's not just going to be in business. But you see, Sonny needs to give. Thank you very much, Mommy. Mommy, me love you, Mommy. You know, Mommy is a realist. What I love about you, Mommy, is that you're a realist. Mommy is a realist. If Sonny lets Mike all the way in, the pregnant woman will see. That's the problem. Sonny has the key, but she's refusing. Rolanda, fine. What we come to understand is that women are okay being backed up. Women are okay being backed up. Let's discuss this. The way Mike was looking at them when they were drinking and celebrating, oh, he's definitely backed up. The pipes, the cloud. Ashley says, no, Rolanda is backed up for 2 years strong. Women do work with these things differently. Women work with these. I understand that Mike hurt her. And she should not just have fumbled her bag and walk away like that. That's what I didn't approve of. That's what I'm saying, Rico DIY. I understand. If she's hurt, that's fine. I understand that. I understand hurt and pain and all that kind of thing. But the fumbling of her bag, I didn't agree with either. You shouldn't get an opportunity and not take the opportunity out here. You shouldn't be doing that. If it hadn't been for those meddling kids. Donna behave yourself. Donna said, if it hadn't been for those meddling kids, Mike would have, if it wasn't for those meddling kids, Mike would have been, not have been back, it would have been a free flow of traffic. Rusted. It would have been a free flow of traffic had it not been for those meddling kids. Rolanda got her rose. The rose can't help you. Red rose for special delivery with question signs from whom I don't know. That rose is for me. They like qualities about Melissa. You know what? Let me ask this. What do you like about Melissa? Melissa has a lot of fans. Let me ask a question to the women. What do you like about Melissa? Valerie, I apologize, but it's called space repetition. That's why. I'll try not to. I'll try. What do you like about the Melissa character? What do you like about Melissa? Nothing. Nothing. What do you like about Melissa? Nothing. Nothing. Pink Blue said nothing. Miss V said nothing. Neither Mike nor Melissa are business oriented. What happened with the world trade? We're not sure. Them stop doing that. Carolyn says nothing. Let me see what people like. Wanna like about Melissa. Nania says Melissa stands on 10 toes. She did not lie to you. She tells you straight. She loved Mike with a passion. She cooked. She cleaned. She did everything that a girlfriend would do. All right. Not one thing. Angela Phillips says not a thing. Let's see. Angela Phillips said, I don't like Melissa. I know it ain't her family. So, hold on. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right off her skit. Just write it off. Wanna like about Melissa, guys. People say they don't like nothing. Angela Ross says she doesn't back down. Okay. All right. Melissa's emotional decision was a mistake. Emotions shouldn't drive choices as they can take over. Business decisions are based on based on the emotions rarely turn out well. That's correct. That is correct. Wanna lie about Melissa. She has the potential, but let me say this, Donna. But her environment is a red flag, and that will forever hold her back. Very interesting. Nothing. Don't like the way she talk. I like her strength. She doesn't take mess from anyone. Maybe survival skill, but she stands on business. Does she really stand on business? Nanya, she's a sense that she's not used to it wisely. She put feelings before business, so she's not used to it. She don't appreciate Mike and what he has done. I'm trying to make sure I make read of this. Don't appreciate what Mike does for her. JMO easy money, and that is what she's used to. Hard-earned money. She's not used to hard-earned money. Okay, so she don't appreciate that. I see. So the gist of it is that she appreciates nothing. She was loyal to Mike until he slept with Sonny. Okay. Okay. Fair. I like the fact that Melissa is trying to get the bag. That's what somebody said. Okay. All right, but you have some growing up to do. Okay, all right, fair. Fair enough. Y'all give me some takes. That's cool. Okay. Let me dig into this. Let's dig into this. We'll get a little take on this. So, Arby came over today. The man of the hour came over. Arby came over. Right? Arby came over. Amber asked for Arby's presence. I'm starting to get upset again. Little by little, I get a little upset. Why? Because I feel like Amber asks too much question now. So I'm going to ask the question, is it time for Amber to make a decision? Let me ask you all the question. Because we hear everything else. But this is the question. Is it time for Amber to make a decision? This is another question. Is it time for her to make a decision? It feels like Amber is delaying making a decision. I feel like she have enough data to make a decision. Is it time for Amber to make a decision? When you listen to Arby talk to her, and Arby was not. Arby told her the truth.
I thought that you might understand what I'm going through.
I'm listening.
So, this whole thing with, like, Shayla and Anthony and the baby. You know the baby might not be Anthony's, right? Or do you know?
Who baby supposed to be?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Man, God dang.
Exactly. That's how I felt. So I was just kind of wondering, you know, when
Shayla, boy, God dang, man.
She's a trip. But I was just wondering, when you did your test, how did you do it?
Oh, I ain't do it. Jasmine did.
Jasmine
All right.
did it.
So, right off the cuff, Arby said Jasmine did the test. So let me ask you the question. How should Amber do the DNA test? Let me get some words from you guys. How should we do the DNA test? Arby, tell her this. All right. Hey, Jasmine did the test. How should she do a DNA test? How? Because she asked what about question. Iris says she doesn't even get a test and do one herself. She asks Arby, how should she do a test? Hold on, me soon get into the cocoa line. Me soon get into it. Me soon get into it. Me soon get into it. Go to pharmacy, like most people would do, and get a test. That's it. Me don't know what she asks about. All right. Corletta says Amber should let the courts handle the DNA test. But here's the problem with this to Corletta. She might waste time. So David says she shouldn't. It's up to Anthony. If he doesn't want to do it, move on. You know what, Anthony? You know what, David? This is a plausible answer. So I think it's one of two things, David. Either she tells Anthony that she's going, that he need to do a DNA test right now, or move on. I can agree with that, David. I can agree with that. Plausible answer. I can agree with it.
Where'd she get the test from?
I have no idea. I know she did all that. But who the hell is Shayla been beside?
We talking about Shayla here. Who knows?
It's your friend.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about getting the test myself and testing him. You think I should?
Man. Yeah.
And that's the answer. She the answer there. Plain and straight. This is the plainest answer Amber has ever gotten from someone. Everybody beat around. You know me love about Arby. Let's take time out to talk about the Arby character. He may be stupid in some of the parts that they show him. But this is the plainest answer Amber has ever gotten. The plainest answer. Me don't know why Amber can't Google. Yes, guys, on the right. DNA test. It's easy. All you have to do is going to Google. DNA test kit. See it there? That's it. And them show you all of the tests. They make it look like say Amber from the Flintstones. That's how I say she come from the Flintstones, because I ask football question about how him do a test. It's the Flintstones, not more than the Flintstones. May I start calling the if Amber keeps this up, I'm gonna start calling her Flintstones. This is definitely Flintstones. If they keep it up, may I start calling Amber Flintstones. May I start calling Amber the Flintstones. If them keep it up, this how may I start calling Amber right now. If them keep it up. If them start, may I keep putting this up. If Amber keeps this up, I'm gonna call her the Flintstones. Definitely Flintstones. DNA test easy to find. Arby has given her a clear answer. I love what Arby do. Arby never mince words. Arby give her the answer what she'll look for. I don't know how she still question people about this, but anyways, let's keep going. I don't know how she still question people about this. I don't know how. I don't know how she's questioning them, but 131. I don't know Amber still question it. There's nothing to question at this point in time. There is nothing to question. I don't know how she question it at this point. I don't know how she's questioning it. I don't know how she'll question it. If she do a DNA test. No, makes sense. It doesn't make sense that she's questioning the DNA test right now. But let's keep going.
You think I should?
Man. Yeah. Yeah. Shayla full of surprises.
She full of something.
Yeah, she full of surprises. Yeah. Better could shoot. You see, I got mine. And I'm glad I did, because I would have been really looking crazy right now.
Arby, I feel crazy every day. It's a crazy situation. I sometimes can't believe that this is my life now. But I need to make sure that this is my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that now, but shoot, that's your girl, man. You know, shoot. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's what he said. In the stutter. Birds of a feather flock together. Let's write as a birds of a feather flock together. Come, let's talk to me. Is Arby correct? Is Arby, do you support Arby's assessment? Give it to me or so. Give it to me. Do you support Arby's? Because honestly, he said nothing wrong. Arby said nothing wrong in this moment. Nothing wrong. I'm going to play the rest while I don't answer.
What you trying to say?
Amber, she learned from you, like.
Wow, Arby. You know what?
She
Thank you,
upset.
Simon. I appreciate
She
you.
upset. She never liked that. But the truth is, Shayla did learn from you. Whether you want to like it or not, she did learn from her. Ha! Folks, me know just start watch a show. Amber has just gotten better. Amber has just gotten better. Y'all just start watching the show. Una just a see what people need. Una just a see it. Arby is saying Shayla learned that Amber learned from Shayla. When she was messing around with Wayne, Shayla was seeing that. She can't go from that. That's the truth. Let's call a spade a spade. I love a girl, but let's call a spade a spade. She's been doing it, but Amber has enabled her. And what it also mean though, Ashley, because hold on. We know she used to take people, man, but the idea of being a cheat has been enabled. Amber has enabled her being a cheat. Because Amber was being a cheat at one point. Now Amber has gotten better. Let's discuss it. Amber has gotten better, but Amber has gotten, this is the truth, better, but Shayla was observing her behavior with Wayne. Let's talk. Go ahead and show me. Amber she wasn't married at the time. That's why Arby is saying what he's saying. He must have she learned it from you doing it, Amber. Ha! Let's go. Angela Atkins only I disagree that Shayla came with her own plan and agenda. All right, don't worry yourself. Shayla learned from her rooster mama. Let me work again. Pinky blue, exactly. Let's work on some things. Let's work on this. Amber enabled her friends. Candice, yes. But don't worry yourself. I'm going to read comments today. Let's read comments. She has enabled her. What does that say? This is true because she's obsessed with Amber. Yes, because Amber was her leader at one point in time. But Shayla, okay. Shayla is a laissez-faire leader. But what Shayla wants is what Amber has. And Amber didn't realize she was enabling Shayla. So let's go. Girl, that's a good man. How could you do that? She learned from her mommy. Hold on. According to the best friend, she's been doing this since middle school. We know that part, but hold on. She learned from her mommy. No, it's not going terrible now. No, Amber has not stolen anyone's husband, and you know that. I love Amber. I don't think that Arby is talking about stealing men. Let's go again. Come again, because see what Arby is talking about. Let's get some context to Arby's argument.
Arby, I feel crazy every day. It's a crazy situation. I sometimes can't believe that this is my life now. But I need to make sure that this is my life. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that now, but shoot, that's your girl, man. You know, shoot. Birds of a feather fly together.
Excuse me, what?
All right, stop. So let's dissect the lines. Come. Want to agree with them. Arby says that's your girl. So let's answer the question then. Arby said that's your girl. Was Shayla Amber's ride or die girl? This is how Arby asks. Come, ladies, let's go. Let's discuss this. Arby said, that's your girl. That is your girl. Hold on. Let's. He's not talking about the man stealing. He must say some of the behaviors that Shayla exhibits, you made her, you enhanced them then. Them already in her, but you encourage them. You encourage him. Did Shayla forget? Hold on, Amber is reformed. We love her growth, but I see why Shayla did what she did. Shayla saw Amber and saw an opening, unfortunately. That's what I'm telling you. Me love that take there. Only why are you trying to make? They are not alike though, Nanya. I can give you that. But the truth is, all Arby is saying, hey, you really enabled Shayla. You know what? No, O'Neal, why argue all of these things? Why not try to go for things where you can put up some things of the sort, It's all right, no worries, Why not go for some things, O'Neal? Why not go for some things? You know what? Yeah, it's all right. No, O'Neal. You know what, O'Neal? Why not go for some things, O'Neal? Because it's all about these little things, Yep. You know what, O'Neal? Let's try see if we can find anything at all. Because, it's people make it look like, say, Amber wasn't actively working. Y'all look like you're gonna forget this, Y'all look like you forget this. You don't realize that people forget the story. People are just at where the story is right now, and you guys cannot be right here. Y'all can't be right here. Y'all cannot be right here. Hold on. Nope. When Amber checks Arby about Shayla. Let me see if I can find a clip, because sometimes when we say things, let me see if I can find a clip. I'm trying to find a clip. Don't forget, let's not forget that this was Amber at some point.
Then you gotta put in the work, Arby. Like, that's what's wrong with these men. Y'all just want it so easy. And then you want to just flutter from woman to woman to woman instead of sticking with one, putting in the work and reaping the benefits.
Why I gotta be so hard to look? Like, why I gotta be so much work to love somebody?
It's not that hard. Don't be having babies on people.
That's why I see my brother that's why he can't be with no one woman, man.
Your brother is not the example that we need to all look up to now, is he? He 10 in, dog. Like, seriously?
I mean, it seems like he's doing well to me.
That's great, but what about all the women? How are they feeling?
I know.
Yeah.
They straight.
They might be taken care of, Arby, but trust me, they still want them. This
was a situation where Amber was checking Arby about Shayla. Y'all gonna look like gonna forget. Y'all act like y'all. I just me don't know. Why me don't know? Oh God, I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, man. Hold on. Y'all, no, man. Me can't make gonna do this. Y'all are gonna do this again. Y'all are gonna do this again like gonna remember all of this. Y'all are gonna do this like y'all don't remember all of this. Oh, no, people don't remember this. Y'all are going like y'all don't remember all of this. Can I find a scene? O'Neal, can you find another scene? If you guys find it, show it to me. Come on, guys. We're not going like we don't remember these things. Y'all acting like you don't remember. Hold on, man. Hold on. Y'all forgetting, I'm showing you what Arby is talking about. He's not talking about the stealing of the man. That's not what Arby is about.
I told her it was nothing. We don't like secrets around here.
Nope. No, we don't. We don't like secrets at all.
Okay, please. This is already a stressful enough conversation and situation, so can we just not make it worse? You said you were doing business. I trust you. I believe
Thank
you.
you.
In the middle of the night. I told her you might even be driving Uber Eats.
Uber Eats. Maybe that's what you're accustomed to, but I don't have to do that. So, Amber?
That's glasses.
You hear that? You hear, Amber was allowing Shayla to do all of these things. I wonder if y'all watch what I'm saying here. The point is Amber was enabling Shayla. I think that's what Arby is saying. Arby is saying look, Candy says Amber regrets knowing Shayla because of her position. No. But Shayla was left behind. That's why there's animosity. That's why there's animosity. You know, it doesn't matter if Amber cheated or not. Shayla was going after. We're not talking about the cheating. The cheating is not what Arby is talking about. Arby is saying, me give up. O'Neal done. O'Neal realized he can't win this argument with y'all. Look, I realize that, listen, I want to see Amber do well, but the truth is, all Arby is saying is that Amber enabled. Amber. All right, you know, let's vote on it. Let's vote on it. Let's take a vote on it. Y'all act like we don't want to give nothing. Did Amber enable Shayla? That's what Arby is talking about. Him not talk about anything else. He's just saying, Amber, you enabled Shayla. Shayla is who she is. Y'all are correct. Y'all are correct. Shayla is who she is. You're correct for saying that. I don't disagree with that. But the truth is, y'all she allowed Shayla to go this far. It's one of those things that I've always hit Amber for. That's what Arby is saying. That's what he's saying. Did disagree. You still have your own. So in other words, you're saying that Amber did not enable her. So Amber did not enable her. 60%, in other words, you have fans who are saying Amber did nothing. Amber did nothing. Me see your comment, Angela Paul. I disagree. You still have your own mind. You're a grown woman. So Amber did nothing when it came to Shayla. So Amber, let me get this straight. Amber did not do anything. Let me ask you now. When it came to Shayla, let's just solve this. Nanya, now you're speaking the truth. Yes, Amber was too trusting. You can be too trusting and enable someone. It doesn't mean that you're bad. Amber is getting better now. Let's not forget that the character has been going through the whole entire thing. So she's not an enabler. Okay. All right, friends, it's okay. Okay, all right, no worries. So she's not an enabler. We're saying Amber is not an enabler. So Amber did nothing. None of what happened to Amber was her fault. So what happened to Amber was not her fault. No, I'm not opening the door for side chicks. Don't get it twisted. I'm not opening the door for side chicks, but what is it? She open the door? Is it only not open the door? So Amber did nothing when it came to Shayla. Let me just make sure that we're on the same page. Let me make sure we're on the same page. O'Neal, listen. O'Neal is on the side that he wants to see Amber succeed. I don't want you to get it twisted. But O'Neal, I'll call a spade a spade. Amber has her part to play in Shayla bringing her down. She has a part to play. Nothing. She not do nothing. So Shayla just was able just to do her thing without Amber at all. So Shayla did nothing. This is really, really ridiculous. No. Amber did nothing. Amber is innocent in all of this. So Amber is innocent. Amber is innocent in all of this. Based on everyone right now, Amber is innocent in all of this. Street Poet said it's all crabs in a bucket. This is crazy, Street Poet. We have to call a spade a spade. This is all crabs in a bucket. Possibly. Nothing. So Amber did nothing. Amber is 100% innocent. Thank you very much, Rico DIY, for actually giving me the truth to this thing. That's what Arby is saying. Hey, that's your girl. Let me play him in line again. That is the line he's giving. The other pieces, don't watch the other pieces. That's the line Arby is giving.
Shoot. Birds of a feather fly together.
Excuse me, what?
I mean,
What you trying to say?
Amber, she learned from you. Like,
wow, Arby. You know what? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Mama Brenda warning was better. Is the examples. You want the Mama Brenda warning. Mama Brenda warning her. Hold on, man. You know what? Thank you very much for that. Mama Brenda warns Let's see if we can find Mama Brenda warning her. Let's see if we can find Mama Brenda. Let's see if we can find Mama Brenda talking to... You know what? Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for this because I think we needed this right now. You are such a light. You are such a light who give me that little suggestion there. So thank you very much. You know yourself. Let me see if we can find it. Let me see if we can find it. Two months ago, that's not enough time. Let me see if we can find Mama Brenda by the poolside. I think I have it. I believe that I have it. I think I have it, you know. I think I have it. Did Shayla's Jezebel spirit trigger Mama Brenda? Let's leave anything at all. She just walks right in. I love it. Mama Brenda is from the old school. She knows what time it is.
We in and out of each other's houses all the time. I just open her door, she opens mine. It's not a big deal.
Amber, you know I was gonna ask that girl, is she married?
No,
Nope.
she's not married. She had a boyfriend. They're kind of...
You ain't got to say no more. Don't let no ladies in your house like this. God bless you with something a lot of women ain't never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess it up now. Now her name means honesty and sincere. I hope she can live up to that name because it's a beautiful name.
She is very honest and very sincere.
Oh my God! I swear. Hold on. Which part of Shayla has been honest and sincere? Like Amber is actually acting like she didn't just deal with the whole idea of her lying to her about Arby. She wasn't honest and she wasn't sincere at no point in time at all about that. Oh, wow. I swear. I swear. If you're an Amber fan, you must regret the whole idea that you're just picking up for Amber at this point because you're picking up for ear.
You don't have to worry about that.
Really?
She's fine. I get it. I know y'all old school and you... I know it's like you don't want me to have anybody in my house because I'm married, but she's like family. Seriously.
Well, I ain't gonna talk no more on that. Talk about something else.
I love it. You see that? That's what I love. Thank you very much. The person that did this, I applaud you. Thank you very much for allowing me to go back for the clip. Thank you very much for making me go back for the clip because them say only the problem is that you now show the right clip. Oh, Ayana, may have to highlight you. Ayana says, O'Neal, I think the problem is their choice of examples. Mama Brenda's warnings were better. Thank you very much. There it is, the evidence that Amber has enabled this. I can't believe when you sit down now and act like you remember. 1 year ago, I go for clips for you guys. 1 year ago. 1 year ago. Look how long the clip was. 1 year ago. Only have to go back for the clip for now. Because when the thing say is no. When the thing say is no, O'Neal commenting on skits. Me tell O'Neal been doing this for a while now. Doing this for a while. 1 year. Look at this. 1 year. 1 year. 1 year may I comment on this thing. More than a year. Nanya gave a super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat, Nanya. Hold on, let me see the super chat. O'Neal, show the wedding dress skit. We know the wedding dress You know what? Just because they get the super chat, Lord. We know the wedding dress skit when she tried on the wedding dress. We know what she was doing. We know the wedding dress skit where Shayla was trying the wedding dress on. You see, that's the thing that we know the skit. We know the skit. Thank you much for the super chat, Nanya. Let me see if I can find the wedding dress kit for you. Because you asked if we find the wedding dress kit. We know the wedding dress kit. Guys, listen to me, man. Arby not wrong in what he has said. Arby is not incorrect in what he has said. For people to come now and make it look like, say, Amber has been whatever it is all this time. It's facetious. It really is facetious. I can't find it. The people who find the wedding dress kit, go ahead and put it in the chat for me, please. Go, if you find the wedding dress kit, put it in the chat for me. So I can put it up. Just so I can give. Just so that I can give. I can give Nanya the satisfaction she's looking for. If you find the wedding dress kit, please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. It doesn't matter what Shayla say. What may I say is that Amber has allowed herself to. Amber allowed Shayla to creep in. And you have to give it that. Anyway, let me move on from it. It's alright. We're not going to dig too long into it. I can't find the skit, Nanya. I can't find the skit. I cannot find the skit. That's what Arby said. Let's move on to Coco's skit because I want to get into the real matters. The real matter at hand, which is Coco. Now, Wayne and Coco, may I come off it? I'm coming off of it. Wayne and Coco have said things that I don't agree with. Now that we know, say, Amber has a role to play, let's dig into what Coco talking about.
Honey, if they hit it once, they can hit it anytime they want.
Okay, first of all, ain't nobody hitting this because I'm a married woman.
Okay, I'm glad you looked at that ring and reminded yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, okay, we good. Okay, just
I got you,
sure.
okay.
Okay, because you know I still love that big hair dude. Okay.
No, but listen, I was over there and I ran into Arby. And
Wayne's brother.
Yes, Wayne's brother.
The one that
was with Shayla, who we thought was Shayla.
I knew that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I just asked him, I'm like, where did you go to take your test? Or what did you do? What kind of test did you use to find out that Kai wasn't yours? Because my thing is, if it's not Anthony's and it's not Arby's, who was she messing around with?
Girl, shoot. We may have to pick a number.
You know what?
I'm just saying, honey. I mean, I smell whore.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Is that too much? My bad.
Coco is just passing remarks right now because it's funny, right? Calm down, O'Neal. Amber has been stuck on stupid for a long time when it comes to Shayla. Thank you very much, Mommy. Thank you very much for supporting. Me think that Nanya just want to get me out this evening because Nanya knows, she knows what I'm saying. No one is saying that Amber hasn't been growing. We love that Amber has been growing. We love Shayla get better. But you know what we were saying. Now on to Coco. Let me just keep working with Coco.
I mean,
thank you for
I
the super
get
chat,
that and
Mommy.
all, but girl, what if you take that test and it turns out not to be Anthony's? What you gonna do?
I mean, what anybody would do, we would finally be able to move forward with our life.
All right. So firstly, right here, so I don't agree with Coco's action. We did the same thing. Coco did the same thing. So let me ask y'all a question. Should Amber be happy? If the baby does not belong to Anthony, should Amber just think to move on? Because that's what I must say. She can't just think we'll be moving on. That's the gist of the story here. And me, I said she can't just move on because the baby is not yours. But okay, no worries. Somebody said, O'Neal, you need to listen. Somebody said, O'Neal, you have to listen. So let me listen. Somebody says, you have to listen. So let's listen. Let's listen. Let's listen.
What do you mean move forward?
Move forward. Move past all of this foolishness and really just he and I just build and start fresh and don't have to worry about Shayla and her family and the baby and all of that.
Sis, I don't think it's gonna be that cut and dry.
Well, what you mean?
Anthony is attached to that baby, girl. In his mind, that's his firstborn son. That's his seed, his legacy. He's gotten attached. I look at him and I see how he looks at that child. You think he's just gonna be able to walk away because they don't share the same DNA? I don't think it's gonna be
all
that
right.
cut and
No,
dry.
here's my take. He should be able to just walk away. However, if he can't walk away, then Amber needs to walk away from him. If Anthony can't walk away, this is my stance on it. If Anthony can't walk away, then Amber needs to walk away from him. This is my take on it. Now, y'all are gonna have different takes. Attached or smashed. If it's not your baby, it is not your baby. This is O'Neill's take, and O'Neill's stance is what it is. If he can't walk away from this kid, then Amber needs to walk away. That is what it is. That's how me look on it. You could have get attached a little more. Is not your picnic. And he should, but it's not easy. That is true. It should, but not easy after holding the baby and thinking it's theirs. But him should be able to walk away. Because if him can't walk away, then Amber has nothing at that point in time. She can forget it. She can forget it. If he cannot walk away, she can forget it. Mommy with the super chat. Yes, Amber should be happy. It's Anthony's fault. He listened to the chickens. Mommy, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Oh, you need me to send a pic. Faith is the substance. Yes. I'll make sure I send it tonight. Thank you for the super chat, Mommy. Yes. If he can't walk away, then forget it. She should forget it at this point in time, because listen to me. It's still not your baby. It is not your baby. I don't care what nobody want to tell me. People going to say, but O'Neill, no. He's built a relationship. O'Neill, he's formed a bond with a child, and, the baby's going to love him, and the baby's going to need him. And O'Neill, you've got to understand. You've got to learn, O'Neill, that, all those little babies out there, they need all these fathers. And, if you're already being a father, the least that you can do, for this little baby is just be with him. And it doesn't matter if he's yours or not. A real man would take him on, O'Neill. What a real man would do is stay a real man would father a child that is not his, because he's a real man. And because O'Neill is not a real man, O'Neill is not a real man. Because O'Neill is not a real man, he would know. He is not a real man. He doesn't know about real man things. Real men fathers children that are not theirs, even when they know it is not their baby. Nonsense. Nonsense. What happened to the baby's father? When you do all of this, what happens to the baby's real father? That is O'Neill's question. What happened to the... Who said that? The Arby walk away. It's not my strong suit. You're right. Arby walked away. Why can't Anthony? Yes, Amber will be happy. Arby walked away. Why? Oh, you can't walk away. No. Empathy in this situation is not... Listen to me. In this situation, there should be no empathy as far as that is concerned. Anthony should be able to walk away and Shayla go find the real father. Shayla needs to find the real father. That's the problem. Shayla needs to find the real father if Anthony is not the father. This is what I believe. You do kids an injustice. You do them a disservice when you don't give them real father. Because you're trying to prove a point or because you're trying to be a cheat. That is what I think about it. That's my stance, man. It's not that I'm not empathetic, but I'm empathetic enough where Kai needs his real father, not some made-up father because you're trying to get some money. If his father broke and that's his father, that is his father. But let me read y'all's comment. Yes, O'Neal, you are right. Yes, you're right, O'Neal, because Anthony walked away from baby David, didn't give it a second thought. Mary, me say, Mary, me don't know where you get this coming from, but Mary, me need to give you some stars. Didn't give it a Mary, me put up like a comment again, because I love this comment. Let's put this up. You're right, O'Neal, because Anthony walked away from David, didn't give it a second thought, or Anthony never said anything about the baby that Amber was pregnant with. Anthony walked away. So what's so special about that one here? See it there? Mary, thank you very much, Mary. Mary, Lord, Mary, me say me no know. Mary, I don't know. Mary, I don't know what I would do without you. What would I do without my Mary? Mary, what would I do without you? What would I do without you? They're not going to tell us who the baby daddy is. Anthony's, Shayla's, Amber's relevance in these skits revolves around Kai. Kai runs the skits. What about Amber's babies? That's the question, creative. Want to Amber baby them? If this is the case, if he's this bonded, what happened to baby David? Mary hit the... Listen, I didn't hit the nail on the head, and the person that hit the nail on the head was Mary. Mary, you hit the nail on the head. Mary, you've taken the cake. I'm telling you right now, Mary. Mary, I appreciate you. You hit the nail on the head. This is a very good topic because a long time we want a topic like this. What do you do if the child is not yours? Why would you sit down and try to father a child that's not yours? You do a disservice to the child. Because now the child will get them real father. In their plain house. It's okay to visit and connect with little Kai, but Anthony cannot allow himself to bond with Kai as a father. Eventually, Shayla is going to have to tell Kai that Anthony is not his father. Exactly. You have to tell the little boy that. Arby walked away when he found out the baby is not his, so why can't Anthony and Arby hug up the baby just the same way? Arby was bonded just the same way. It doesn't matter about the bond. Anthony's first priority should be about himself and his marriage. The baby is, if the baby isn't his. Thank you, Miss T. These are comments more, but no worries. Why do you think Anthony keeping in contact with Kai means the real father won't be looked for? The point here is that keeping in contact, well, deal is that I just not feel him to be able to walk away. He should be able to walk away. Mary, you are absolutely right, Mary. Mary, you hit the nail upon the head. Angela says, Angelina programmed Anthony to bond with Kai and fall in love. You're right. And put him to the side and then try to sell him a bunch of foolishness. Maybe it's a Stockholm syndrome y'all are talking about. Here comes Vanswell. Here comes Vanswell. Here comes Vanswell. Vanswell, what you say? What baby he got adopted? It's been over a year. For those who are not aware, Vanswell is a writer. Vanswell is an insider. So jackets are allowed all of a sudden? Jackets allowed? All of a sudden jackets are allowed. Let's dig more deeper into what Coco was saying.
You got to think about that. I mean, I get that you want to celebrate and think it's a clean slate for you and Anthony, but I I believe he's got a little bit of compassion in that heart that he ain't gonna be able to just walk away and abandon that child. Are you prepared for that? Because
no, that's a good statement. Is she prepared for that? She's not prepared. She's not prepared for that, but she should celebrate.
I guess I hadn't thought about that. But
it's a possibility.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm ashamed of you, girl. How you gonna be sitting there and celebrate some day on another
Why
black
not?
girl being fatherless?
She should be celebrating. Why not? Well, I mean, the baby is not fatherless. The mother should go find the baby daddy. The baby is not fatherless. The baby has a father. Shayla just doesn't want to give the baby to the rightful father. The baby is not fatherless. The baby is not fatherless. The baby has a father somewhere out there. Somewhere out there.
No, I'm not celebrating
Don't
that.
do that.
I would. O'Neal would. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I would be celebrating. If me ear said the baby are not my one, and them say, wait, what? And I hear youth? What? What you mean none of my youth? None of my youth? Oh, shooks. Wow, none of my youth. John, well, you know what? I would be celebrating. For those who think O'Neal is awful, I know you have fans out there who think O'Neal TV is awful. Them say, O'Neal, you are awful. O'Neal, you are terrible. You're not empathetic. You're not sympathetic. They say, O'Neal, you are terrible. O'Neal, you're the worst. Why should I be throwing a jacket party? Why am I need to throw a jacket party? For what? Them say, O'Neal, you're terrible for laughing if this baby is not yours. If it's not my baby, I'm laughing all the way to the bank because I'm not have to pay no more money. Them say O'Neal terrible. They have been saying that O'Neal is horrible. O'Neal is the worst YouTuber because O'Neal said that she should be celebrating that this is not her kid so she can go work on her marriage. O'Neal is not the... And I'm not in the soup. I am not in the soup, guys. I'm not in the soup. And O'Neal is not a part of the soup. Not. The soup still a boil and I'm not a part of it. Anthony may not be in the soup. See the soup a boil, the O'Neal in the soup. Soup, pressure, pressure. Soup, pressure, pressure. Who under pressure? Shayla. Who under pressure? Shayla. Soup, pressure, pressure. Soup, pressure, pressure. Who under pressure? Vanswell. Who under pressure? The soup. Them say O'Neal terrible. Every night I see Kai in my dreams since I met him from the start. I'm so glad that he's the only one that has ever stolen my heart. The baby's not mine. Dum, 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 dum. The doggone baby's not mine. It's not mine. The baby's not mine. Mine. The baby's not mine. Don't waste your time. Get it? The doggone baby's not mine. The baby's not mine. The baby's not mine. Not mine. The baby's not mine. The baby's not mine. Not my baby. Wanna take back on the jacket. Listen to me. I don't care what they want to tell O'Neal. Them no want to hear about O'Neal stuff. Take back the jacket. Whoa. Guys. Hold on. Whoop. Remember, guys, curse words in the channel. You can't do that. Please. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. You gotta keep the channel clean, guys. One of us can do the thing without. We're supposed to can joke around with any issue without any issues. Please. We can talk about this without any curse words. You can't put any curse. You're not allowed to put curse words in the chat. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to put curse words in the chat. It's a clean channel. You're not allowed to put curse words in the chat. Thank you. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Where is Vanswell? Vanswell, this is the soup. This is the soup. Every night she walks right in my dreams. Since I met her from the start. I'm so glad I wasn't the only one. And the baby's not my heart. The baby's not mine. Pum, 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 pum. The baby's just not mine, not mine. The baby's not mine, mine, mine. The baby's not mine, mine, mine. He is not mine, mine, mine. Don't waste your time. Pum, 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 pum. The baby's just not mine. He's not mine. He's not mine. He's not mine. He's not mine. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're not in the soup. We'll talk to y'all soon.